Hey everybody, welcome to Frannie's Hair. Today I'm in my new studio. I'm so excited to give you a sneak peek. It's not done yet. This part is, but that part is not.
And it's beautiful.
And I have my daughter Eliana here, and today we're going to be talking about wig color and how it looks different on different skin tones. Okay, so before I get started, I just want to let you know there are a few more tickets left for the Showroom Soirée. It's going to be an amazing time. If you don't know what that's all about, I'm going to put a video right here. You can go check it out. I'm just going to give you a few of the highlights. On August 16th at 6 p.m., we are going to have our first live in-person event at the Aesthetica Design showroom in Conshohocken, Pennsylvania. And what we're going to do there is people are going to be able to come try on all different Aesthetica wigs in all different colors. I'm going to have my team there. Marlene from Marlene's Wig and Chat Studio, who runs our Facebook group, is going to fly in for it. V, my resident stylist, who helps people in one-on-ones and teaches people how to find the right wigs for themselves. She's going to be there also. Then we're going to have part of the Aesthetica team, including the designer of the wigs. So you'll get to talk to her and just pick her brain about the different wigs and what's coming up next. We're going to have snacks and wine and a photo shoot room where we can all take pictures together, goodie bags, raffles, and if all that weren't enough, we're also going to have a discount of 35% on all Aesthetica wigs and 10% off of accessories. It's going to be a great time, so if you can join us, come join us. I will have a link in the description below where you can buy the tickets, or you can go to frannieshair.com and in the search bar, type in Showroom Soirée, and that'll take you to where you can purchase the tickets. All right, so what we're going to do for you today, I have my beautiful daughter here. I'm so excited that she's here. She came in for my husband's 60th birthday party, which was so much fun.
That was a great time.
It was a great time. Lots of seafood and lots of food in general.
Yeah, a lot of food. More food than we probably needed.
I still cannot figure out how to make the right amount of food.
Yeah, not even close.
It's so true.
But it's great. Better too much than too little.
Right.
Leftovers today.
Right, people take it home. It's all good. So anyway, she flew in for the party and I said we got to do a video together.
Right to work.
Right. So what we're going to do is today we're just going to talk color. It's not going to be a review of these wigs at all. But what we did was we chose 7 wigs, the same exact wigs in the same exact colors, and we're each putting it on so you can see the difference on the different skin tone. And we're going to talk about cool and warm, which really turns out to not be the only factor that you want to look for in a color. And I think that'll become apparent as you see us try on the different wigs. Eliana has a cooler skin tone with the pink undertone, and I have a warmer skin tone with more of a yellow undertone, I would say. So this first wig is Belle Tress's Newport in Coolest Ash Brown. And Coolest Ash Brown is a cooler color. It's made up of a light ash brown, a medium cool brown, and a dark blonde highlight. So as far as how it looks on both of us, I'm going to say that really complements your face. Like it really looks nice with your skin tone.
Thank you. I think it's also very similar to what my actual skin or hair color is like, with a little bit more dimension. My regular hair color doesn't have all the different colors in it, but it's similar.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because you just had your hair on under this. Maybe we'll show you her hair so you can see.
But yeah.
So for me, what do you think of this color on me?
I would say it's not my favorite color on you. I think it washes out your face a little bit more. Like, it doesn't bring out your eyes as much as some of the warmer colors that you wear. I'm used to seeing you in warm colored wigs. I think it's what you gravitate towards.
Right.
And just so you look a little bit more one color. Less contrast, less...
Interesting. Yeah, and when I put it on, I thought, oh, you know, I love Newport, the style. I have it in Raw Sugar Blonde Rooted. And I thought it's nice, But I agree. I don't know that it does as much for me. For you, it just really, I mean, with your eye color and your skin color, I just think it looks so nice.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, so, and you guys in the comments can let us know what you think and if you can see a difference. She has like blue eyes. I have like a green blue colored
So both
eye.
light eyes, just
Yeah.
different skin tones. I also think there's something to be said a little bit for what we're wearing also.
I was
like,
just going to say
I'm
that.
wearing this light pink shirt and I think the hair against the light pink looks really nice, like they go together.
Right, because this is a cooler tone.
Pink, yeah.
And she does not look good in something like
No,
this.
I can't wear that.
Yeah. So we were actually dressed for our skin tones.
Yeah.
So, all right. So that is Belle Tress in coolest.
Ash brown?
Yeah. So that is Belle Tress in coolest ash brown. Why do I feel so much shorter than you?
You are so much shorter than me.
Am I? You know what? I just went to the doctor's. Wait till you hear this. I just went to the doctor's, and I've always been about, well, I was 5'4¼ in my heyday. And then I got down to like 5'3½". This time I went to the doctor, and they said, you're 5'2¾". I'm in the 5'2" range now.
Yeah, you're small. Every time I come home, she goes, "Did you get taller?"
No, I'm sure.
I'm not growing anymore. I've been growing for a very long time.
She took a picture of me in the supermarket next to her husband, who's 6'3".
3.
And she's like, you look like a miniature person, Mom.
She looked like a little doll. He looks massive next to you.
Anyway, this is Tressallure in 1723 RA, my favorite Tressallure color. It's a warm color. It's a mix of a beige blonde and auburn, and then it has a medium brown rooting. And I have loved this color since I got picture perfect in it. And yeah, so I usually get this color in Tressallure.
That looks more like you.
It does, right?
Yes, it does.
Yeah, and while that looks great on you, I really like the style on you actually. It really doesn't do much for your skin. Your skin and your eyes.
Yeah, I agree. It also, to me, and again, maybe it's because I'm not used to wearing wigs, not sure, but it just looks less natural. Like the two don't look like they go together. My skin doesn't really go with this type of hair.
Right, because the coolest ash brown, it looked natural, I guess. It just went together, and this, it's almost fighting your skin tone a little bit, I would say.
Yeah, I agree, for sure.
Yeah. And I feel at home in this color.
Yeah, that's absolutely your color. Your eyes pop, the warmness, it looks really good.
It looks great against this shirt.
It looks great with that shirt. Yeah,
Right.
This one kind of fights it a little bit more.
Yes.
It doesn't all go together.
And it's amazing. It's not that it looks bad. You
No.
can go out like that,
Yeah.
definitely.
Absolutely.
I think just a little bit of a difference can make it all more cohesive in a way.
I agree with that. I even think now with your hair, the shirt, and your eyes and your shirt are working together. Your eyes really pop. You can really see the green in them, and I think it's because the hair looks better with the whole outfit.
Well, and also on the color wheel, red is opposite green, so they're complementary.
Yeah.
And there's red in this, and I think it really helps my eyes pop also.
Yeah.
Okay, on to the next.
Here we go.
Okay, this is Raquel Welch's Influence Elite in shaded Cappuccino, and this one's interesting. It's considered a neutral, and I would say it's on the cooler side. It does have some warm tones in there, but definitely on the cooler side, and I think this looks better on you than it does on me.
It's still not my color, though, I think.
It doesn't look as good as
The first one.
the coolest ash brown.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if this would look even better on a paler skin than yours.
That's what I was thinking, too. There's something that's not right about it on me either. But yeah.
I don't know what it is. Maybe you're too pink for it with
be.
the warm tones. It's almost like the cool tones are too cool for me,
Yes.
and the warm tones are too warm for you. Maybe somebody with a neutral skin tone.
I was gonna say, I
Yeah.
didn't even think about that. Something more neutral. Also, maybe if I was wearing like a black shirt or a gray shirt, like
Right,
something
you might be
that's a
able to-
little,
right.
like pull it off a little bit more because this is very light.
That could be. That could be. I don't think this color really does anything for me.
Yeah, it's not my favorite on you.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about the lightness of the blonde in there, the coolness of the blonde in there.
I think it fights the yellow under
does.
my skin.
It definitely does.
And that's the same thing I'm having with the warm tones in it. There's like these warm brown tones that I feel fight your skin. Very interesting. So this one, I would say if you have a neutral skin tone, and people do, that's who this would be for.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Not that you can't wear it. I mean, people wear all different things. It's just, I don't think it complements.
Either of us.
Yeah, yeah, really. As well as the other two that I'll say.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is shaded cappuccino. You want to get a little closer and show also?
Oh, you can see us up close?
Yeah. Okay, on to the next. The wigs always look like so much more hair on you.
They're just so much bigger on my head. I don't really understand.
I think it's all the hair underneath.
It probably is. But they look so different too. Like they just fall differently on both of us.
It's so interesting, and it's interesting that you say that because people will watch a video, they get the wig home, and they're like, it doesn't look like that on me, like it looked on you. And you can see two people here. These are two brand new wigs.
Yeah. And they look different on us. And
they
people
do.
say I look like you too, but the wigs don't feel the same.
I know, so interesting. So this is Flash Dance in Sunflower is the color, and it's a cool blonde. And while I don't like this as much as warmer colors on myself, I actually like this one compared to other cooler. I like this better than the neutral I just had on.
I agree.
Yeah, even though it really doesn't go with my skin tone, I can't figure out. I think there's a yellow to it.
There's something in the rooting, I almost want to say, that looks a little bit warmer.
Yes.
And not the direct root, but some of what's like the mixture of the blonde and the rooting. I don't know, something about it makes it look a little bit better, I think, for you. And it being blonder too, I think also helps because you're nice and tan.
Right. Well, and that's what makes it so interesting. It's not as easy as saying, okay, I have a cool skin tone, I'm going to get a color that's a cool color. Because they're made up of many different colors. And so this may seem a little bit more confusing, but as you start to learn what looks good on you, so like I said, I have a yellower undertone, and I do feel there's some yellow in this somehow, maybe the way it's blended. And so that will still look better on me than maybe some of the other cooler tones.
Yeah, I agree. And I think having more of the light color throughout the whole thing and then you being tanner also can help. So doing things like that, light versus dark colors with your skin tone.
Right, that's true. Even how your skin is, if it's summer and it's tan, or winter and you're paler.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially if you have an olive skin tone and you're paler, I feel like you see more of the olive.
Yeah.
So this one I think really brings out your eyes, and yet it might be just a little bit too golden for your skin.
I agree. Yeah, I agree. I think it is the right tone of color, like warm versus cool, but something about it also doesn't quite go, not quite what I would go for. I think it's also it being so blonde for me, and I do feel like my skin's a little fair to wear something super blonde.
So it washes you out a little bit.
Washes me out a little bit, yeah. There's not as much contrast, I guess. I usually like some form of darker color in there for my face.
Right. So interesting. And please let us know what you think as you're looking at these. Is there something that stands out to you about what you want to start looking for in a color? I didn't think about the yellow undertone and having some golden tones, even though it's a cool tone. But I think that would make a cooler tone better for me and not as good for you.
Yeah.
All right, on to the next. Okay, this is Tressallure's Pixie Light in 829, definitely a warmer color. 8 is a brown, 29 is in your red range, and I can see both of those in here. So another thing that I was thinking about, aside from cool and warm tone, there's also the darkness and lightness of
Yes.
the color. So while this is warm,
Yeah,
I still feel it's a little bit dark for me.
I agree.
Yeah.
I'm used to seeing you with some more of those blondes in there. The dark is still nice though, and because it is warm, your eyes still do pop a lot.
Right.
But I do feel like it's missing something for you. And
Yeah.
maybe that's why I like this one a little bit more than I liked, say, the other warmer one we tried on me, because it's a little bit darker and I'm a little bit lighter, so at least there's that part going for it.
Right. So which one are you talking about there?
The second one we tried on, the beach waves.
Oh, Beach Wave Magic in
Yes.
1723.
Yes.
All right. So you felt that that was...
Lighter than this one.
It is, yeah.
And looked really, really great on you. Great color. And I didn't love it on me at all. It felt misplaced, but because this one doesn't have as much of the lightness to it, and I have the lighter skin,
Yeah.
I feel like this one works a little bit better.
I agree. And you do have the darker eyebrows.
Yes, I do.
Right. So there's so many different things to take into consideration. And, you know, a lot of people just want to know, is it cool or is it warm? But you got to think about how dark you want the hair, how dark is your skin tone. Yeah, all different things play a factor in it. Yeah, interesting. And also, Eliana, we put it on and she's like, why does everything look so much bigger on me? And then I put mine on. You had yours on first.
I did.
And it looked huge on me. And then I started, and she's like, aha, this one looks bigger on you. And then I started styling it. And she was like, no, it doesn't.
She's much better at styling the wigs than I am. So.
And you guys know I'm not good at styling wigs, but I think it just comes with time. She doesn't put wigs on a lot. And so, you know, you just stuck it on your head and thought.
Yeah, I can see why it's daunting at first to try to pick one out that's good for you, because yes, the cool, the warm, all of that we can kind of figure out, but then actually putting it on at first, there's a lot of adjustments that you need to make until it looks a little bit more natural.
I always tell people, first of all, it takes your eyes and brain time to adjust to wearing more hair, especially if you're used to hair thinning, but also, you know, walk around with it, play with it like it's your own hair. What would you do to it? What would you do to that if it were your own hair?
Yeah.
You know, so for me, I usually tuck it behind my ear. I may, you know, fluff up the top and make this tighter here, you know, and just think about how would you wear your own hair when you put a wig on.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to say that for this one, you like this better on you than on me?
No, I think I still like it better on you.
Okay.
I think the warmer is still nicer on you. I just like this one better than the other warm one we tried on me.
Okay, I got it.
But this one's better on you, I still think.
Yeah, the Beach Wave Magic did have some of that blonde up front and all. That was good for me, I thought.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. Oh, should we show it closer? You know? Yeah, you can see the reds in it that way. All right, now on to the next. Okay, this is Katie by Henry Margu in 7H, and it's considered a cool color, 7H. Whenever anybody asks us for a cool brunette from Henry Margu, this is their coolest brunette. And the funny part was, when I took it out of the box, I was like, I don't know. It really has some warmth to it too. But then when we both put it on, I think it looks better on you, which would make sense if it's cooler. So it's a tough one. But I do think it looks better on, can you lean in? On the cooler skin. Something about my yellowness seems to fight the wig.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I do agree, and I think it's some of the highlights in there that look a little cooler, and that's what's fighting with you.
Right. And it doesn't with you. It doesn't. And actually, the brunette is matching your eyebrows. So it is like, the brunette part of it, I would say, is cooler.
Yeah, it is, for sure. And it also even, like, you have gold jewelry on right now, and I feel like it fights your jewelry a little bit.
Right, and it doesn't fight yours. Very interesting. But I'll tell you, when I took it out of the box, sometimes it's really hard to tell. I was like, I don't know. I see some warmer tones here. But seeing it with the silver jewelry, the pink shirt against your skin, you're the winner in this round. All right, on to the last wig.
Here we go.
All right. Okay, so this is Belle Tress's Chloe in cool champagne blonde. You having an issue there?
A little bit.
So the funny part is we noticed right off the bat this looks much longer on me.
Yeah.
And these are two brand new wigs. They don't look like the same wig.
It's like totally different wigs.
You have it parted on the other side for whatever reason. I know you normally part your hair
Yeah.
on that side.
It's just the way it fell though when I put it on.
And this one has some box hair. So if this were mine, I would definitely have to take some heat to it, which you can with Belle Tress because they're heat-friendly wigs. If you don't know how to fix face floppers, I did do a video on that. I'll link that right here. So you said to me right off the bat, this feels lower density too.
It does. It felt very light and it went over all my hair super easily, but it also isn't too loose or anything. And it just feels very light.
It's a hand-tied cap.
Yeah. Which also I think makes it fall flatter on me. So all the rest of them, I felt like my hair was a few inches away, which is partly because of all the hair I have underneath. But this one I feel like sits closer to my face.
Right. And Belle Tress is known for being lower density also. Whenever anybody's looking for a lower density wig, I usually say go Ellen Villa or Belle Tress. But it was so funny. She put it on and she was like, I'm going to say this is lower density.
And I don't really know it, but that's what it felt like to me.
Yeah, she said, I don't know what I'm talking about. I said, no, you do.
Apparently.
Okay, so let's talk color. I think this is just too white on me.
Yeah, I agree.
Cool champagne blonde, the platinum, everything. It just, I don't think it does anything for me. From my skin tone.
It doesn't. It really doesn't. And it doesn't go with your outfit either. It's just too light and cool for you.
Right. Now you can wear it.
I can. Still too light for me, I would say. Like just.
I would like to see some darker but cooler highlighting in it for you. Like if you were to highlight it with even a cool brunette.
Yeah.
I think that would be nice.
Or
low lighted. I don't know the actual term.
Yeah, because I feel like the actual darker color in this is a little bit warmer. So if that was a little cooler and darker.
Right. Yeah. So again, I'm going to say this one is really for neither of us. I would probably look good on somebody with a neutral skin tone, somebody with a paler skin tone maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, so there you have it. That's 7 wigs, 2 different skin tones, 2 different ages. 2 different heights. Apparently I'm short these days.
It's okay, fun size.
Yeah, fun size. I'm fun sized.
2 different colored outfits.
Right, yeah. Hopefully this gave you some idea of, and you probably know this, how complicated color really can be. And it's a matter of trial and error, and that's why we try to help you out as best we can. We recently added to our color charts tags that will let you know whether a color is warm, cool, or neutral, whether it's rooted or not, and whether it's highlighted or not. So if you head to frannieshair.com, click on the color charts, you will see under each of the swatches those tags that will let you know those things. So as you're beginning to look at different colors and what looks good on you, you can start to figure that out and know what to look for in this swatch.
That's great. That way you can also piece together like the cool tones and the warm tones, which one you like better, but then also if it has a highlight or doesn't have a highlight, like we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, exactly, because that can make all the difference. Because I do wear some cooler toned wigs, but the way that they're highlighted or low lighted really makes the difference. Yeah. Okay, well, as always, thank you so much for joining us. We truly appreciate it. Remember to make it your own, and we'll see you soon.